It's raining here in Melbourne. Daf Sanchez is on pole from teammates Revo and Remy LeBeau. Then Ewan Puff starts fourth from Wayncrow Ezra and Babinus Jr. The first of two rookies on the grid, David 12 is 7th from the Red Devil and Silas Times. The other rookie, Casper LeBeau, is 10th. Linus Erickson is 11th from Luke Cable and Sebastian Ocampo, making the switch to next QB. Then it's Charles Hernandez, your boy, Bob Sarov, and Nico Palomino down at 17th. Zygmunt, returning from a multiple season absence since he's 18th from First Leo, Catfish, Nelson, and Enoch Yu. In shades of season 15, it's raining once more in Australia. We're about to begin. Formula E returns in Australia. And season 27 is go! And it's a great start off the line from Daf Sanchez. Poor start from Revo in these treacherous conditions. Further down the order, it's almost as if they're crawling off the start. It's that wet. Everyone on the intermediate tyres. There goes Remy LeBeau going side by side with the reigning Drivers' Champion, who makes the lunge to the lead of this race. Revo from Sanchez and Remy LeBeau. Babinus Jr. for Mercedes EQ. What a start from him. He's up into P4. The two hyperdrives side by side. Sanchez reclaims the lead. No time penalties today due to the amount of track limits in the vote being cast. As the back in mid-pack still going absolutely hog wild, but out in front, Sanchez leads from Revo and Remy LeBeau. Here comes Babinus Jr. once again trying to make a pass and not quite able to do so just yet. He's finding the line to do so to try and take third away from Remy LeBeau. He hasn't had the best A1 GP, but he could have an amazing Formula E season. Trying to go 2x2 as a caution comes out. It's Marcus Nelson. Ooh, Zygmunt in the wall as well. That right there is the 13. And that's day over for Marcus. Unfortunate for Andretti. We begin lap 2. And I'm going to be doing this in every Formula E race, and from now on, every Champ Car World Series race on lap 2. A reminder, you can vote for the Fan Boost poll for the final 3 races in the description of this race and in the pinned comment. As we get back on the green, the top 3 drivers in the Fan Boost poll will be getting a skill boost for the final 3 races. You want to see your favorite driver potentially win a race come season's end? Well, we've got the perfect system for you to do it in. But we're back under the green flags then. Just admiring some of these liveries. I do believe that the Andretti is a reference. Oh, we got yellows in sector 2. Oh! Bogdasarov's on 2 wheels. That is Linus Erickson. Another caution. What? On lap 2? Okay. This is not going too well in terms of a clean and fair race. Hyperdrive have built up a 1.3 second gap to Remy LeBeau. It's not good enough in case the rain ends. They need a larger margin than that for the double stack. But the full course caution's about to end as we get back under the green flags. And Babinus Jr. not getting the greatest getaway possible. Still quite wet here. It's the 2 Jaguar Martinis fighting over 6th and 7th. Don't do the joke in the live chat. I see you! Casper LeBeau running in 8th with 12 quite a ways behind. David 12, the 3rd Nigerian in the ERL, as there goes the Red Devil up into P4. Is that going 2x2 with Babinus Jr.? This is the fight for the final position on the podium. Look at that shot. There goes the Red Devil to P4. This is unbelievable. Absolute cinema. There goes the Red Devil past Babinus Jr. As Ezra looking for a pass, here comes Ewan Puff coming through the chicane, almost into the wall. They keep it clean, unlike Bogdasarov a lap ago. This is absolutely unbelievable racing, and 12's been involved in that. Catfish is out of the race. And Ocampo just about misses the season 22 champion as he is out. My gosh, what a fight for third. We've just seen a glimpse of that. Ran down to about Cable for a moment there. Now runs down to Charles Hernandez. So that's P3 down to P12 could have been involved in that fight for position. I don't think that they're close enough to have something like that happen again as we get back under green. And that's a bad getaway for Daf Sanchez. There goes his teammate right past him. side by side, the fight for the lead into Team Squabble down at Nord Hyperdrive. As they begin lap 4, they're side by side. Sanchez is no longer leading comfortably as they make their way through the chicane, almost into the wall. My goodness me, this is unbelievable stuff. There goes the 72, back up into the race leaders. First Theos into fastest third sector, 2 chances the margin. That is truly unbelievable. I am speechless. Sanchez with the fastest opening sector. These two are pulling away from the pack. It's almost as if both of them have been told it's go time, because they believe down at Hyperdrive the rain could end quite soon and they're going to need a buffer to make the double stack work. Here comes Iron at Babinis Jr. to try and take third place away from Remy LeBeau. Meanwhile, further up front, Revo going side by side with Daf Sanchez as, look at that from the 7, he takes the lead. Now the Red Devil going 2 by 2 at Babinis Jr. up into 4th position. Closes the deal there, 4 seconds is the margin between Sanchez and Remy LeBeau at the prior sector. 12 now in front of Casper LeBeau in the rookie battle. Sigmund bringing up the back of the pack, the Hungarian driver, the only driver to win a race from Hungary. And in fact, the only driver from Hungary in the ERL. David 12 with the fastest lap of the race in 7th for Rocket Venturi 12 Racing. Yes, he is a paid driver, but, you know, he's quite quick, so don't berate him. Remy LeBeau running in 3rd. Just beautiful stuff from Red Bull Sims to get at least one car up in the top 5. It was a very poor qualifying from Nicholas Palomino, no fault of his own, but in these wet conditions and with the prior incidents in this race, there's really nothing else that he can do to get himself further up the order. As we're beginning to see a trademark of ERL wet racing, a bit of a train forming as there goes Revo back up into the race lead on lap 5 of 14. Can you believe it's only lap 5? We've got 9 laps to go, folks. Just 9. This is... I don't know what other words I can say that I haven't said yet. I feel like insane is the best descriptor for this race so far as they go on to begin lap 6. Here comes the 72 once again. These two Hyperdrive men just been absolutely squabbling over the lead, keeping it clean though. That's the best part of it. And if caution comes out, the Red Devil is out of the race and wall riding as Daf Sanchez takes the lead. He's done a Zane Smith. And the caution is out. Just, wow. Ericsson comes down into the pits. Are they going to repair that front wing? They finally do. In he comes. I'm shocked that Venturi doesn't take the same opportunity to repair Zygmunt's wing. But we are back under the green flags. Here comes UK Ball trying to take 7th away from Casper LeBeau. That's into the wall for the 89. Rejoins the track with front wing damage. We're green again, and for Monster Energy Power Motorsport, that is an unfortunate turn of events for that team in green and black. Looking back with the 89, here comes Sebastian Ocampo. Ocampo driving for Monster Energy Power Motorsport in Champ Cars. Here comes Remy LeBeau. He's making a pass on Revo. He's entered the race lead battle. They're not pitting. This is for position. Remy LeBeau, as we begin half race distance, he takes the lead in Australia. Look at that. Brilliant move. As off the track goes Revo, possibly in shock. These intermediate tyres beginning to go off of the tyre performance point where they are really usable, so Ericsson might have made a very smart move by coming into the pits a few laps ago. Remy LeBeau, your race leader, as Daf Sanchez trying to reclaim the lead. In his first race back in Formula E, he is out! Remy LeBeau out of the race. No, that's Daf Sanchez, sorry. Remy LeBeau leads, and in the melee, Sanchez out. Hyperdrive have only got one car to fight for the win with. Well, that removes the issue of the double stack, and for Daf Sanchez, the reigning Champ Car World Series champion, just has had no luck all weekend. Second place in Detroit when he really should have won. And now this, a DNF in Melbourne. What a way to return to Formula E. We're back under the green flags. The gap out in front. Remy LeBeau leading by 1.4 seconds. These are the two previous Formula E champions, by the way, leading this race. As Zygmunt going quite slowly. He's been caught by Linus Eriksson. Eriksson getting past him. I think Cable might get caught as well as they head down the main straight. No attack mode in these wet conditions. The rookie drivers doing a pretty good job. LeBeau in 6th, 12 in 5th. So this is honestly some brilliant racing from both of them. With 6 laps to go, can Revo claw his way back up into the front for Babinus Jr. And you know what, for Mercedes EQ in general, Mercedes finally getting on top of the ERL 02 regulations. At the start of these regs, they were having some unbelievable amounts of changes between the team. As soon as Carlos Sainz and Babinus Jr. came along, they were able to bring some stability. Babinus Jr. still only has 1 race win, but it's getting a bit drier out there. The rain is easing up, still quite wet, but I think the rain has ended. We don't have any rain anymore. We're seeing some activity down in the pits. I think some teams might consider going onto dry compound tyres. There goes Iron and Babinus Jr. side by side and in front of Revo. That's the move for P2. Brilliant stuff from the Mercedes EQ driver. Could you have expected that? I don't think you could have, as they come through the final corners. Babinus Jr. stays out. Remy LeBeau and the rest of them all into the pits. We've got yellows in sector 3. And I don't know who that was for, as we're back under the greens. Could have been an FCY, actually. If it was, that would have been a lot more than what it ended up being. A lot of drivers choosing to stay out here. It's Palomino who caused the FCY. Oh, sorry, only the yellow flags. So it's Babinus Jr. who leads with 5 laps to go. Remy LeBeau leads all the drivers who've come in from UAPath and Revo. Casper LeBeau coming out of the pits. He's behind 12, who's on course for a brilliant debut race finish. 4th is currently what it's looking like. But will it actually be that position? How bad are the intermediate tyres in these changing conditions? How good are the dry compound tyres in these conditions? Zygmunt stayed out on these inters to try and get some track position, but it's only 11th currently. Cable bringing up the rear of the pack. This has been one crazy race here in Melbourne, and it's dry. It's dry here in Australia. The dry line has opened up. Revo's too far back to capitalise. I think Remy LeBeau's got this race won. In season 25, this was the second round of the championship. He crashed out on the final lap due to unbelievable amounts of tyre explosions. He ran into the back of Devin Butler, who at the time was driving for Mahindra. The top 4 all coming into the pits. I think they've done one too many laps on their set of tyres. Remy LeBeau darts down the main straight, and on lap 10 of 14, he reclaims the race lead in Australia. Babinus Jr. is still second though. Or is he? Gets overtaken by UAPath, but he's in front of Revo, and that's the big news. Revo, who started on the front row, is only 4th. Hyperdrive Racing have gone from dominating this race to being dominated. That's going to be a major talking point in the team debrief, because those guys are the reigning champions. Not just in the Constructors, but they have the reigning Formula E champion and the reigning Champ Car World Series champion. This is very, very interesting to watch, in my opinion. If you're enjoying this, make sure to subscribe to the channel as they make their way through turn 8. And Remy LeBeau still at the front of the pack. Babinus Jr. making the lunge and taking second away from UAPath. Babinus Jr. driving as the son of a Romanian racing legend in Inet Babinus Sr., the best driver in the ERL to not win a championship. Well, Babinus Jr. looks on course to win his 2nd career victory in the ERL Formula E series as he comes through the opening chicane with 3 laps to go. Casper LeBeau and Oinkro Ezra both in for their 2nd stops. Is this going to be a 2-stop race even with this truncated schedule? It probably will. 67% for Babinus Jr. Again, don't make the joke, live chat. Purple lap time for Revo right now. He's got the fastest lap. It was a 1:05 on the prior. This could be interesting. Babinus Jr. on the back of Remy LeBeau. This is the position. This is for the race lead. Every time someone looks set to win this race, it changes again. With attack mode online, can Mercedes EQ reclaim the race lead? No, they cannot. That 14 just didn't have the stopping power that the Red Bull Sims car did in front of him, but I think Remy's coming in, is he? He is! Remy LeBeau dives down into pit lane. Puff stays out. Revo comes in. Babinus Jr. on lap 12 of 14 could win the Melbourne ePrix in season 27. This is unbelievable stuff. In comes David 12. He's going to go on to the medium compound of tyres. That's probably the smartest move possible for the man driving for Venturi. I cannot believe how hectic this race has been. Every single aspect has caused carnage. Strategically, on track, that's just racing down under. 12 comes out of the pits in 10th, Revo came out of the pits in 6th, Remy LeBeau came out of the pits in 6th position, Revo was 7th, sorry. But Babinus Jr. leading this race, 25% for Puff. You cannot finish this race with the tyres that you are currently on for every driver out there. Remy and Revo need a very good outlap here to try and gain back the positions that Babinus Jr. and Puff could have by going for the overcut, if the overcut even works. And no, they're staying out. That's bad news. They're going to begin the penultimate lap. They're going to stay out. That is terrible news. 17% for Puff. What is Babinus Jr.'s steering wheel saying? It's saying 21%. Charles Hernandez is at 36. Your boy at 23, and Nico Palomino also at 23. I think Charles Hernandez is going to be the only one of the top 5 who's going to be able to make it to the end of this race. But does it matter when Remy LeBeau is charging? He's going side by side with his teammate Nicolas Palomino. And you know what? 5th place has Remy LeBeau's name stamped on it. He's taken the position away from his teammates, and he's chasing after your boy right in front of him in his first Formula E Series start. So that's actually 3 rookies we've got this season. And my goodness, for a penultimate lap like this, unbelievable scenes. Puff's hit 6%. What about Nico Palomino, who's at 15? Your race leader in Ironit Babinus Jr. with a 3-second lead. He's hit 5%. He's not making it to the end of this race. Mercedes, Jaguar, Dragon, Sims and NextEV have all miscalculated on the strategy as we go on to begin the final lap here in Australia. The race leaders are below 5% on tyre wear. Linus Eriksson comes into the pits with a rear puncture. He's not able to finish, and it's a front puncture for Babinus Jr. Full car puncture for the top 2. Charles Hernandez is going to try and take the win today for Dragon Racing, and he's hit him into the wall, almost for Charles Hernandez. Gets it back on track. Remy LeBeau moves up into 4th as your boy suffers tyre problems too. And here comes Charles Hernandez. He's hit him! No! Hernandez is out of this race. Babinus Jr., your race leader, faces backwards. Oh my God! Absolute carnage on this final lap. Cautions come out. That's not going to save the top 2 at all. Full course yellows are ending, by the way, guys. This is some unbelievable stuff as we're back under green. Zygmunt's suffering tyre issues as well. Here comes Remy LeBeau. I told you this man would win it. He takes the lead on the final lap as Revo runs into the back of the season 24 champion. Hits the wall as well. He's got front wing damage now, and I don't think he's going to be able to make the pass. 12 is coming up to the back of these guys. Almost runs into the back of Revo and has to slow down to let Revo get past Puff. But coming through the final corners, Remy LeBeau returns to victory lane as we've got cautions in sectors 2 and 3 and a full course caution as Ocampo is out. Remy LeBeau wins, and that's an upside down Sebastian Ocampo. Oh dear. Well, Formula E well and truly is back. I wonder if Revo is going to be able to make it to the end without being overtaken by David 12, who on debut has got a podium in hand. It's going to be 3rd for Venturi's man from Nigeria coming across the line. Oh, wow. Your boy's got punctures. Zygmunt's got punctures. We're back under the green flags. It's now Oinkro Ezra. Can he make it a 3-4 for Nigeria? He can. Brilliant stuff for the green, white, green. They wish for the same luck in A1GP. As UK Ball just about got a P11 finish. Linus Eriksson a lap down there, and as final laps go, I don't think we've seen anything more, excuse my language, batshit than that. Here is your podium. Remy LeBeau takes victory in the first round of Formula E from Revo and David 12, and 12 certainly so far looking to be the rookie of the season with that podium. Can Remy go after his second Formula E championship? Well, we'll find out after round 16 in Hong Kong. But as for the rest of your finishers, Oinkro Ezra 4th from Babinis Jr. and Yua Path, then it's Casper LeBeau from Salos Kind versus Theo and Enoch Yu. Outside of the top 10, Yu Cable was 11th from Palomino and your boy, then it's Zygmunt and Linus Eriksson who finished this race a lap down. The non-finishers were Sebastian Ocampo has been taken to the medical center. He is responding. He does seem to be okay. You have to check on the drivers now after it flips like that. Charles Hernandez also didn't finish from Sanchez, Red Devil, Catfish, Boxstar, and Nelson. The driver standings, the exact same as the finishing order of today's race. So in the team's championship, I have to check this because of course things can change. Heading into London, Red Bull Sims Racing lead the way from Nord Hyperdrive and Rocket Venturi 12 Racing. Then it's Mercedes EQ Dragon Racing, Jaguar Martini, Amlin Aguirre, and Team Edams Renault with Next TV, Andretti, and Power yet to score. We'll see you guys next time then when the Electric Racing League returns. Just what a race.